Right, hi guys. I just thought I'd post a video on your exotic portfolio for you to see what it will look like. So obviously yours is an electronic copy uploaded through Turnitin, and you'll pop your learner declaration on the front and the assignment brief, and then just follow the template. So we have got here, it says P3, and you write your essay there. So use your help sheet and your hints and tips guide to help you with that. Pass 4 again is an essay, and it is all about reptiles. So you're filling in that bit. Then where your pictures come in throughout your lessons, we have used the lovely David Attenborough as our guide here. So your blank one will just have photo written there. You pop your photo in, you'll have your hair tied up and your overalls on, your jewellery removed for the pictures. And it'll tell you on the top in the black what you need to do. So with this one, David is saying, I'm handling a hatchling with dwarf crocodile as I needed to put him in a pet carrier while I cleaned him out. I wore gloved until he had calmed down. So he's saying what he's doing and why he's doing it. Then for Meredith, it's a bit more detail. So he's used a hognose, so it's a rear-fanged venomous snake, and he's used gloves to restrain it, and he's going to sex it. So he's put it in the tube so he can't bite him, and he's got used assistants to keep it nice and still, and then KY jelly and the probes to sex it to make it as comfortable as possible, and also as less stressful for the animal as well. Then you move on to your P6, your feeding parts and your watering. So we're using a crested here. So with these pictures, you can use the same animal all the way through for your reptiles, and then one animal for your invertebrates, or you can mix and match it like David's done on this one. So he's used a crocodile for handling and a snake for restraining, a crested gecko for feeding, and a chameleon for watering. So he's set up a fogger here. Remember to, big description, what are you feeding, why are you feeding it, mention your Nutribol, your calcium powder if they need it. Then it's going on your cleaning out, so you could either have a before and after cleaning out picture or a picture of you physically doing it like this. So this guy's got surgical gloves on, again mention your PPE, and then any other husbandry tasks. You might not get to do anything extra, but you might have weighed the animal, you might have bathed it like they're doing here. So again, say what you're doing and why you're doing it. Then your Merit 2 here is, again, it's an essay. So you just do your writing in there. Again, look at your hints and tips guides to sort of see what to put. And your 2 distinctions, again, are both essays, all about your reptile. Once all that's done, you start your invertebrate section. So it's exactly the same template, but just for invertebrates. So we've got here your 2 little essays for your pass work. So you're looking at between 300 and 400 words for your pass. Then it goes on to your pictures. So the same criteria again, but you're doing it with an invertebrate. So David here has got Eurycanthus, and he's health checking him visually in his hand, hold him over the table so it doesn't hurt himself if he drops it. Then for the Merit 3, it's the restraint, so he's restraining then a tarantula, and he's checking for parasites on that one. So mention things like your urticating hairs and stuff like that for that one. Then you're doing your feeding. So again, you could use one animal. You could use the Eurycanthus all the way through for your photos, or you can mix and match them like David has done. So for his feeding photos, he's used the snails. And for his spraying, he's using the praying mantis. So he's using the spray bottle there with RO water. Then he's gone to his cleaning out again. He's used the millipede for that one. And this one is a bioactive Viv, so it's got the plants are real and living in there, so he's had to maintain the plants as well with water. And also, as it's been a little bit overgrown here, he's trimmed it back and set it up so we can see the animal better. And he's added isopods in there for the cleaning up crew. And then his last one, he's put the picture of him observing an animal into a new enclosure. So he's put some sand in for this desert species of tarantula, and they're just watching what's going on in there. Merit again is your essays. So around about 600 words for a merit and about 800 for your distinctions. Again, all these are to do with invertebrates. So it's almost like 2 chapters of a book. So one part reptile, the other part is invertebrates. Then you slip in your witness statements. So every time you have me for a practical, you see me scribbling frantically on a clipboard. It's me making notes of what you're doing. And then I fill in this and I say exactly what you've done, whether you've fed something or restrained something. And then I'll sign it with my name to say that I've seen you do that. Again, you want one for your reptiles and one for your invertebrates. Then you've got your risk assessment, so very similar to what you're doing in husbandry. So you're looking at risks from the animals you're working with. So again, you need a herpetile and an invertebrate. So this is the herpetile one. So they're looking at things like scratches, bites, constriction, venom, phobias, panic attacks. And then for your invertebrate, they've done a spider. So again, bites, phobias, urticating hairs, things like that, and how we can reduce the risks. Then you do your health checks. So we've done that in the practical, and we've just wrote them down the back of our book. You can type that up in a proper health check sheet. Again, one for your invertebrate, one for your reptile. And then you add your diary entries. So the workbooks that we do in class after a practical, you can either photograph them, copy and paste them across to your book, or you can type them up as separate entries. So she's done diary practical 1, practical 2, practical 3 and 4. And then if you want to, you can put in your references and your bibliography at the back. And then you upload the whole lot as one document onto Turnitin. So there will be some copy and pasting. Don't be too worried if your plagiarism score is quite high, because it will take into account the brief. So you know, as long as it's not like 70–80%, you know, some of it will come up as copy and paste because the briefs are all the same. So anyway, I hope that helps, and I look forward to reading them. Thanks, guys.